What is a novelette? The word count is usually around 7,500 to 19,000 words. Throughout history, it has been focused on more whimsical and sentimental themes. This is because it is usually done to share a quicker narrative. What defines a novelette? A lower number of prose from a novella or novel. It usually focuses on developing characters, building different parts of the world, and allowing the reader a fun and fast experience with the work. A rare type of short fiction that develops a full, complete story around a single central conflict. Here are a list of examples of some very popular and well-regarded novellas. I apologize if I butcher any of these names because some of them are not native to my regular English. The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. The Bicentennial Man by Isaac Asimov. Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft. The Little Prince by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry. Bloodchild by Octavia E. Butler. Three Blind Mice by Agatha Christie. The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, and Hell is the Absence of God by Ten Chiang. The funny thing is that most of these novelettes go out of the word count classification. This is because I believe classifying a story by the word count is inherently counterproductive to the story itself. It is helpful to define it for publishing, but when it comes to writing and creating the best story possible for you, it is important to not focus on words or page count. I want to share as much information as possible, though, so you can understand. Word and page count are not an exact science. It really depends a lot on the agent, editor, and publisher as to where your story will fit. This is all to say, don't worry too much, just write good stories. Why classify your story as a novelette? Well, these days it has changed a lot because having so many classifications can be challenging for the publishing industry. As we have entered the 21st century, many publishers disregard this term and just use the word novella, which I will be doing a video next week. The more common classification for this length and style is just short stories or a novella. Here are a list of some details that would help you publish a book under the classification of a novelette. 7,500 words, 12-point font, double-spaced, 35 to 40 pages, or 25 to 63 pages, more concentrated and streamlined than novellas, but more complex and more character development than stories. And more important factors for these books are that they give you a great option for a brief narrative. These are also called long short stories or short novellas, which is just kind of funny. Originally, it was more of a romantic or sentimental story. I have seen, especially in the examples, a good range of horror and sci-fi. Many of these genres and classifications work well in shorter narratives, allowing you to explore these themes in smaller packages. I have linked all of the sources I have below that kind of help me focus on what a novelette is. Also, check out Finish Your Story, which is my book that I published earlier this year. Check it out in the link below. Check it out on Amazon, paperback, hardback, and ebook. And also check out our Kickstarter. We are live with our Arcane Inkblots Kickstarter, which is a creative writing generator. It is a journal that has lots of tips, prompts, and ink blots so that your stories can be unique to you and really kickstart and bring out that creativity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day.